Hey there! Are you a little bit short on cash this holiday season? Well, I've got 10 ideas about how you can earn some extra cash starting right now. I'm Ruth Williamson, and welcome to the channel where we talk about how as single moms we can do more than just survive. Be sure to stay tuned to the end because I'm saving the best for last, my favorite way to make extra money over the holidays. Number 1, sell your old stuff. This includes your stuff and even your kids' stuff. Don't be shy. I'm a big fan of looking around your house and figuring out what's not working for you anymore, what you're not using, what you're not loving, and doing the same thing with your kids. You can actually talk to them and bring some anticipation into it and say to them, hey, at Christmas time, Santa Claus is probably going to bring us some new things. What are we going to clear out now to make room for the new stuff? Nobody says you have to donate those expensive toys that you bought the kids last year or 2 years ago that they're not interested in. Make this an opportunity to clear out some of the old and then turn it around for some cash that you can use toward this year's Christmas shopping. If you're selling your kids stuff, you can even negotiate with them and say, hey, have you earned money to buy grandma and grandpa a present yet? Why don't we sell these toys that you're not interested in anymore? And then you'll have money to go shopping to buy your brothers and sisters or your grandparents gifts, and actively involve your children in the process of looking through their things and realizing what's not bringing them joy anymore, and then seeing that if they let go of those things, they can actually realize a profit and then start to take responsibility for being gift givers themselves and really experience the joy of what it's like to see someone else open a gift that they have earned the money for or taken an item of theirs and sold and put the money toward a gift for someone else. So our kids are not just recipients of Christmas gifts, they're also gift givers themselves. You clear your house out at the same time that you make money to buy new gifts. Idea number 2, and this is related to idea number 1, but if you look around your house and you've sold everything that you feel like you can sell, then you can set a modest budget for yourself to look for some things to actually flip on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, or eBay. So I'm talking about going to your local thrift store or your local restore and setting a very, very clear boundary and guideline for yourself about how much you can spend. So maybe you put $10 or $15 or $20 toward looking for some items that you could take home. Maybe you could do a little repair, maybe a little bit of cleanup, maybe even a paint job, and then turn around, put it on Facebook Marketplace, and make a profit. This has been something that's been very successful for me in the past, particularly if the item doesn't need more refinishing or more repair than I have time to allocate. And also if I'm really clear not to go over budget and not to be sucked in by that amazing chair that costs $50 and then I think I'll be able to somehow flip it for $100, but really I can't, and so I end up losing money. So the caveat here is don't ever spend more money looking for things to flip than you could be okay with losing. So be careful with this one, but it's something that can definitely work out if you have a good eye for things that would be trendy or you could resell. Number 3, and your mileage may vary on this one this year because 2020 has been an unusual year, but in the past I've had a lot of success hiring myself out to help friends and acquaintances actually clean their houses up and decorate for the holidays. I had an acquaintance in the past who ran her own business. She was very successful and she didn't have a lot of time, but she liked to have small holiday cocktail parties. But she didn't have time to do the decorating that she wanted to do. She wanted her home to look like a show home, but she wanted someone to come in and help her. And so when I did this in the past, not only was it fun because it got me into the holiday spirit and I got to decorate with amazing Christmas decorations that she already owned, but I also made a little bit of cash on the side. So be careful with this one this year because not everyone's having people over to their homes, but there are plenty of people who still are. Idea number 4, get a seasonal job. A lot of retailers and businesses are always looking for seasonal workers during the Christmas time. This year may be a little bit different, but there are still plenty of places out there that are hiring. People spend a lot more money. They do a lot more shopping during the holidays. So if you have some time, particularly when your kids are visiting with their dad, or maybe they're going to preschool or school, if you're in a district where the kids are going in person, you can squeeze in some hours where you can make a decent hourly rate and get a regular paycheck rather than relying on hit and miss things like reselling. Tip number 5, jump on the bandwagon and try driving for Uber or Grubhub or any of the other delivery organizations that have really sprung up and are in their heyday, and make the most of a situation that in many ways is negative but can be beneficial for you because it's created a whole new delivery industry. And if you tap into this, then you can get a lot of regular hours. I have a lot of moms tell me that they're able to make quite a bit of money. So it's a way to really make lemonade out of lemons in a bad situation that you can capitalize on. Number 6, look for opportunities in your local neighborhood to do work around people's yards and in their homes. Maybe you market yourself the old-fashioned way and put a paper up on a telephone pole that says that you are available to do yard work. Or maybe you can utilize your neighborhood's social media group, like a Facebook group, and let people know, hey, my kids and I are available to do raking or even lawn mowing or mulching or all kinds of things that people want done around this time of year because the leaves are falling off the trees, and maybe they are having a few people come and visit for the holidays. Maybe they have family members coming in and they want their front yard to look nice. This is a time of year when people actually are looking to improve the look of their outdoor spaces. And you can include your children in this and then split the money. And again, your kids will have some cash to go toward their own holiday shopping, and they can feel really proud of that. Idea number 7, along the same lines as the last idea, you can also consider advertising on your neighborhood or community Facebook group that your kids or you have an enterprise selling handmade goods or gifts or food items. Again, your mileage may vary this year because 2020 has been different, but it's always worth trying. And if it doesn't work in your neighborhood, you can ask friends and family if they'd be interested in homemade brownies or cookies or any other things that you and your kids are able to readily make. You'd be surprised how many people want to patronize a business, particularly if kids are involved in a creative enterprise. Number 8, did you know that you can actually sell your books and other items directly on Amazon? Books in particular are something that you can join with Amazon to actually sell yourself. Amazon has a couple different ways that you can do this. One of them involves you selling the books yourself and then personally packaging them and shipping them to people who want to buy them from you. And another method involves sending an entire box of your books to Amazon, and then Amazon fulfills the order. There are pros and cons to doing this either way, and you can look up other YouTube videos to find out which way might work for you. But a lot of us have old books and materials, maybe textbooks from college, maybe even some books that are valuable lying around your house gathering dust. And this is a time of year when you can place them on Amazon and make a little bit of extra cash to go toward your holiday expenses. Idea number 9. Don't forget that even this year, people want to travel over the holiday season. And in your local community, there are always going to be people who are looking for pet sitters, people to take care of their gardens, to water their plants. Last year, my 2 youngest children made quite a bit of money just watering the outdoor plants for one of our neighbors when she went on a trip to Switzerland over the holidays. And this was an amazing way for them to actually start a little entrepreneurial enterprise and feel really proud of themselves. And it was really cute to see that every day in the afternoon, they would both come to me and say, we have to go water the plants. It's a very important responsibility. They took it really seriously, and I was so proud of them, and it was a way for them to make extra money. And during the holidays, people will need help with dogs and cats and other things like that. And even though this is an unusual year and people are doing a little bit less traveling, you'd be surprised how many people might still go out of town for 1 day or 2 days and need a little bit of extra help. This is where your local social media, Facebook group and stuff like that can come in handy again, and just put a post out there that says, hey, we're willing to dog sit or pet sit or water plants if you're going out of town at all for the holidays. And last but not least, my 10th idea for you is the one that has generated me thousands of dollars over the past number of years. It takes advantage of something that for many single moms feels like a problem and turns it into a solution. And that is to rent out rooms in your house on Airbnb. Many single moms find that they have vacancy in their home over the holidays because their kids go visit their father's family. And so you may find yourself at home alone for a week with empty rooms in your house. And This can initially seem daunting or like a problem, but you can actually turn this into a positive if you plan in advance to go ahead and Airbnb the rooms over the holidays, because many people want to travel, and especially this year they don't want to stay in a hotel. But particularly if you live in sort of a central city or a hub of a place where a lot of people want to come and visit family or even visit as a vacation over the holidays, you can make a lot of money doing this, charging $30, $40, $50, or $60 a night, and people booking for multiple nights. Over the years, you can make a lot of money doing this. And all it takes is a little bit of planning on your part. You need to do a little bit of cleanup and get yourself registered on Airbnb. Now, those are my 10 tips, and if you have any other tips and ways that you've been able to make money, I'd love for you to post those in the comments below. And if you have other questions about any of these 10 ideas and how my kids and I have implemented them ourselves in the past, go ahead and put those in the comments below. I can do an entire video on renting rooms out on Airbnb over the holidays if you have questions about that in particular, because that has by far been my greatest income generator. I'm not affiliated with Airbnb in any way with this video. I'm not making any money by saying this. It's just been something that's been very successful for me, and there have been multiple Christmases where I was literally able to cover the cost of Christmas by renting out rooms in my house when my kids were already going to be gone and visiting their dad's family. So that's been a huge plus, and I have a lot of ideas for how you can make that easier, safer, more productive, and more seamless for you so that you still enjoy your holiday, but you literally make money with almost no effort on your part. So thanks for tuning in. There are new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. Smash the like button if you got any value out of this video. I'd love to have you as a subscriber on the channel, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks, and happy holidays.